Greetings, I'm Kia and I'm here to read a Kaketya Hitman Reborn fanfiction, Bury Me in Satin by Seito. This fic is quite interesting in its exploration of a certain trope. I hope you all enjoy. There was something odd about Junayoshi. Reborn had read the reports that Lemmitsu had provided him. While he didn't outright say it, Reborn knew that Lemmitsu was disappointed that his son had, in Lemmitsu's own words, turned out strange. Strange was a nice way to put it. Just after a few days of observing Chuna, Reborn had a long list of things that were just plain not right. Some he wasn't even sure he could fix. Chuna was slow. Reborn wasn't sure if it was a result of a mental condition. The boy's grades were immensely poor and showed a lack of understanding, but the way Chuna reacted was slow too, as if he was put on slow motion and everyone else was functioning at normal speed. He walked slowly, like he was counting his steps. A few bullies confronted him, and Chuna simply didn't react to their jabs or punches, until later when he was wincing as he bandaged himself up. He ate slowly, each bite carefully blown on, no matter how hot or cold. Before eating, he was never the first to cross the street, never the first to reach for something even when he was in front of everyone else. He never looked at anyone in the eye either. Then there was Chuna's reaction to the truth about Bongla and the reason why Reborn was here. It was the only time that Reborn had observed Chuna moving fast. Reborn hadn't even gotten Nono's name out of his mouth before Chuna snapped to attention and threw the pillow he had been clutching at Reborn. No, no, no! Chuna was out the door before Reborn could stop him. Reborn let it go, adjusting the training schedule he had made to include a punishment for throwing the pillow at him. A silly tantrum not wanting to hear the truth wouldn't change it. Reborn quickly followed after him, already readying a dying will bullet. He found his student waving hello to one Sasagawa Kyoko at the corner. The conversation was short-lived as Chuna waved goodbye, ushering Kyoko to go ahead of him. "Is that the girl you have a crush on?" Reborn asked. The reports had said so. The only girl that Chuna paid any real attention to. The only classmate that he held eye contact with. Chuna furrowed his eyebrows, focusing on his feet. "That's just Kyoko-chan," he said, not answering Reborn's question. That was fine. Reborn would learn it through Chuna's dying will. Bang! He shot Chuna in the forehead. A crest of orange flames sprung to life where the bullet had hit Chuna. But strangely there was no clothes bursting to pieces or shout of regrets. Instead Chuna froze. His hands shook, trembling as he clenched and unclenched them. His eyes, now orange, were wide, stunned beyond belief. Reborn was mentally thrown. Hyper-dying will mode? Chuna was maintaining hyper-dying will mode after one bullet? That was supposed to be impossible. The flames died out. Chuna sank to the ground, tears flowing down his face. "What did you do?" he croaked. Reborn mind raced, trying to figure out the implications. That was a dying will bullet. When someone dies as a result of a dying will bullet, any regret they have causes them to be reborn, capable of doing amazing feats. Chuna's eyebrows furrowed as he struggled to concentrate. Reborn could practically see the way he strained to string together his thoughts. "Shoot me again," Chuna ordered. But Reborn started. Chuna wasn't reacting as one normally would to the dying will bullets. It would be foolish to try again without discovering the cause. "Again," Chuna said. "Please." There was desperation in his voice. Reborn looked at his student. There was something wrong here. Reborn was missing a piece of the puzzle and he didn't like it. "Very well," Reborn said, readying Leon again. "Hold on to your regrets. You'll die without them." With the precision that had gotten him the title of the world's greatest hitman, he shot Chuna point-blank in the forehead without any hesitation. This time an entire sea of orange flames engulfed the area. Reborn shielded his eyes as the sky flames washed over him, warm and inviting. It danced, like a gleeful child greeting a long-lost parent. So it wasn't a fluke. Chuna was holding hyper-dying will mode. Tuna looked down at his hands, currently lit with sky flames. Slowly he closed his fists, extinguishing the flames on his hands, but not on his forehead. Then he let out a bitter and dark laugh. "This is what was missing," Tuna said, pressing his hand to his face. "This is what they sealed away 8 years ago." Reborn's blood ran cold. No, sealed away? Timothea wouldn't have. Reborn wouldn't wish the sealings of one's flames on anyone. That was a far kinder option, and 8 years ago, Tuna would have been a civilian child. Mafioso or not, there were lines that you didn't cross. Sealing flames was one, much less sealing flames of a child. Why would have Timothea sealed Tuna's flames? He drew in a sharp breath when he remembered 8 years ago. All of Timotheo's sons were alive and well. As Primo's direct descendant, Tsunayoshi held the larger claim to Gongla if he had wished to claim it, despite being a civilian. Instead of killing Tsunayoshi, Timotheo handicapped the direct heir to ensure his sons would inherit, except now only the direct heir was left. Forget training Tsunayoshi to be decimal. Reborn would have to fix the fallout of Timotheo sealing Tuna's flames first, assuming it could even be fixed. Timotheo had fucked up. "What did you lose, Tuna?" Reborn asked. Sealing affected everyone differently, but they always lost something, a part of them that made them fundamentally them. Tuna looked at him, orange eyes clear and focused for the first time since they had met. "Everything." "Shit!"